Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to...
So he specifically states Liver King, the public figure. I'm not actually responsible for Liver King, the public figure, even though I created the character, I funded the character, I already rolled cash into the character. But again, he's using this separation. This was all just a character, an experiment to mislead people to create more sales. What is up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's ASMR sip is sponsored by 1907. Check out 1907 water in the description below. Coupon code Russo. Let's not forget about the ASMR Spritz Intelligent Elephant Carbon. Coupon code Russo. Young LA coupon code Russo. We are reacting to the Liver King's response. Right, I already watched it. I've already seen other people's responses. And for those who haven't followed along, we did 2 videos on the Liver King's drama, and this is the last one we're gonna make. Me and Andrew agreed we're done saying the name Liver and King together, and this Neanderthal is gonna go back to just continuing on as a cloud character. I feel like, you know, he's rolling with these punches, and that this video is written very eloquently to a point where I think a PR team wrote this, honestly. I'm here to react and give my blunt opinion because I'm the blunt biohacker. So subscribe with the bell on if you're new here. Let's get into it.
I'm making this video to apologize. Because I fucked up. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed.
Andrew, like, look at, like, he's like in a medieval castle, like the king here. He's got a king's chair. I know those king's chairs on eBay go for like 5 to 10 grand. So that chair's like 10 G's with that medieval castle staircase in the back. I mean, this guy's character is absolutely insane, undeniable. And I don't really got anything to say as far as like, did I expect him to not come with a grandiose response? Honestly, I don't know. It seems like this is all premeditated, right? He didn't just get on camera the minute the story broke. He definitely is a hyper calculated genius behind the character of the Liver King.
Because I lied and I misled a lot of people. I've stated that this is a complicated as fuck topic, at least to me it is, because before social media, I was rich and anonymous, and after social media...
So that is the first bar. I was rich before social media. So Ancestral Supplements has been around before Liver King, and I'm guessing he was rolling this cash for a very long time before deciding to create this character. This is kind of like, it admits him admitting why the Liver King character came to be, but he's not going to directly own up to what the Liver King character actually did. He's rather separating that he put himself into this character, in my opinion.
I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous, and I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye. It's been tricky as fuck to navigate. Well, clearly I did it wrong, and I'm here now to set the record straight. Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I am on steroids, monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician.
Hey Andrew, what trained hormone clinician would give you 16 IUs of growth hormone? I don't know. I'm owner of a TRT clinic. GH is normally dosed between 1 to 2 IUs for anti-aging. You go above 2 IUs, you're in muscle building. You go to 16 IUs and I'm like rubbing my head, are you Big Rammy or some shit? You're obviously trying to create a super physiological physique that's probably not maintainable with a Neanderthal 9 tenets of whatever lifestyle. That's the point. It's not like, oh, I just was doing it. You were doing a lot of shit. But let's get into it.
Liver King, the public figure, was an experiment to...
So he specifically states Liver King, the public figure. I'm not actually responsible for Liver King, the public figure, even though I created the character, I funded the character, I already rolled cash into the character. But again, he's using this separation. This was all just a character, an experiment to mislead people to create more sales.
Spread the message, to bring awareness to the 4,000 people a day who kill themselves, the 80,000...
So Andrew, this is what's called escapism. So when you're in a confession or a debate and you're losing, you know you're gonna lose, you'll use escapism to something way worse. You're painting a different reality of something way worse. All the suicides, the mental health, and as someone who has suffered from that, for him to just escapism into that and to negate what he did, again, this is very extremely intelligent the way this video comes off, and I see most people accepting this at face value and very few people picking out, again, all his ploys and motives to, again, just roll with this. You know, I'm honest, like, I don't think he's gonna go down. I think he's gonna roll with this, and overall the escapism towards the mental health on body dysmorphia, that's mental health. Pushing people to achieve something they can't. You can't get to that look off your lifestyle. You're taking 16 supposedly 16 IUs of GH a day, right? How is that not causing mental health when you're not being honest about it? That's directly causing mental health problems because you're lying to sell more supplements.
1,000 people a day that try to kill themselves. Our people are hurting at record rates with depression, autoimmune, anxiety, infertility, low ambition in life. Our young men are hurting the most, feeling lost, weak, and submissive. So I made it my job to model, teach, and preach a simple, elegant solution called Ancestral Living, the 9 ancestral tenets, so our people no longer have to suffer, so we can collectively express our highest and most dominant form. This is my fight. This is why I exist. While spreading the message, I've been on several podcasts, and when asked if I've ever taken steroids, I've always said no. I don't touch the stuff, not gonna touch the stuff, never touch the stuff. That was a lie. I've convinced myself that this had nothing to do with the ancestral message. I convinced myself that I'm not a competitive athlete of any kind, so who the fuck am I cheating?
You're cheating your audience. You're the most viral fitness influencer that has happened in a while. You're cheating your audience by creating a physique on synthetic drugs while you preach an ancestral lifestyle. Oh, look at me, I work harder, don't monitor your health, don't do this, when you're trying to get your health back in line, which you state later in this.
I convinced myself that this topic was a placeholder for a far more important conversation. I convinced myself that this would overshadow the 36 years of working out, usually twice a day, without PE.
Honestly, Andrew, that's a big thing, is like people on steroids think like all their work is negated and like it'll just be like, oh, the steroids that did that. You know, The Rock, when you see him confronted, it's like, bro, I was a football player, I was always in the gym. I think you can be honest now and people know that you can take steroids, but if you want to have that physique, you have to work really hard. Sure, you can gain muscle sitting on a couch, and there's NCBI studies proving that. All I'm saying is it was very obvious that Liver King's physique was enhanced. To the normal NPCs that bought into his bullshit, they didn't believe that. Not everyone is in this hardcore little biohacking niche, and he was tapping into the global market. So remember that when he's saying all this.
EDs. I've convinced myself that this was the vocal minority, usually in the fitness category, driving to an unproductive conversation. And I had convinced myself that this would be the wrong message to send to the 15-year-old boys.
So Andrew, he's using like, oh, I didn't want to own up to it, even though I've been confronted like 50 times and I'm obviously denying it to cause more attention. I don't know, that's just the way I think. I might be in like tinfoil hat Russo left field over there with that one. But honestly, right, these 15-year-olds have all the information out there. You hiding the information, there's no fucking barrier of entry to information in the information era anymore. There's not. You saying, oh, I don't want the 15-year-olds. So you want them to think that they can achieve this physique through this lifestyle when they can't. So it's deception and it's causing mental health, body dysmorphia of like, oh, I don't want to take PEDs, so I'll never look like the Liver King. You know, it's not as relatable. That's why you lied, right?
So I continually dismissed it and I dug myself into a bigger and deeper hole. I have only myself to blame. I did that and it was all wrong. I will be better. I will talk about it openly because I believe that there's a time and a place for pharmacological intervention monitored and managed by a trained hormone physician.
Pharmacological intervention, Andrew. 16 IUs, baby. Fuck 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 7 or 8. We need 16.
In 2021, when I was 43 years old, I didn't feel 100% physically or cognitively. So I went to get monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician to see what the fuck was going on with my life. And so yes, it's true. I have tried several peptide combinations in an effort to increase my growth hormone, and it didn't work, meaning that my levels still remained below the normal level. So yes, it's also true that I've tried pharmaceutical-grade growth hormone, and I finally found success in managing therapeutic levels in the normal range. Yes, this is true. I've continued on with 0.6 cc's of testosterone per week, roughly 120 milligrams of testosterone a week. And no, I don't take any other steroids like nandrolone or winstrol, but I have tried them in the past without success. Yes, it's also true that my blood chemistry got all fucked up while taking nandrolone and winstrol. My lipids got all deranged.
See, he's literally going into all his fucked up blood work.
So this cracks me up when people are like, let me look at your cholesterol, right? It's how the fuck do you feel, right? If you got a fucking kicking ass libido and you're kicking ass in fucking life, you give a fuck what your cholesterol is? I don't do any blood testing. I don't know what my cholesterol is. And I don't ask people to do it. I don't believe in that shit unless you think you might have a problem. Whatever, fine. Go do whatever blood testing you want to do.
When he's on the Logan Paul podcast saying, I'm ancestral, I don't need to track my health, da 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 da. It's just like the hypocrisy, but it doesn't matter because this guy's cloud character is like, he's unbeatable in my opinion, but.
Liver enzymes went sky high, which is why clinical oversight is an absolute must. Nope. The Liver King brand has had nothing, or at least very little to do with my business success. My companies were already kicking ass, already successful before the Liver King public figure, growing at 50% year over year and still growing at the same pace after the Liver King public figure. Nope. I've never had ab implants, ab etching, or any other plastic surgery, and I sure as fuck never actually had gene editing done in Singapore.
No gene editing in Singapore, Andrew. What a crybaby.
I made all of that up. It was all intended to be a joke, and that's an expression of
all intended to be a joke. That's it. This lie's a joke. I got more clout, but it's just a joke. It's all a joke. Ha ha. Ha. Oh, link in bio. Funnel down there, NPCs.
Ancestral 10 and 10. Have a little goddamn fun. Ultimately, why do I do them? When I talk about the 85% of the population that suffers from self-esteem issues, that's me. I'm part of that statistic. This is why I fucking work myself to death in the gym. This is why I do 12 to 15 blood-burning workouts a week, just to feel like I'm okay. Still, I have to absolutely crush myself to do so, and I'm wrecked physically and cognitively, and hormone replacement has helped in a profound and significant way. And still, I believe that the path to paradise is paved in fucking hell. I previously have said in a weird way, I'm grateful for the recent events that have shed light on this complicated as fuck topic. I knew I needed to take this opportunity to openly discuss everything for me to be a better human. If there are any questions that remain unanswered, send them my way. I fully own that I fucked up. I am as sorry as a man can be. And all I can do is take extreme ownership right now, be better, and lead myself to a better life as a better human. Again, thank you to everyone for the support, the criticism, the love, the hate, and above all else, the loyalty. Liver King.
Honestly, like, my final closing thoughts are, this is perfectly eloquently scripted. It's 6 minutes. Literally every bar, escapism, diversion, downplay, deception. It's all in here. It's amazingly put together, and his character's insane. I don't see him falling off, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like he's gonna roll with this, and we're gonna see the Liver King push more and more and more. I think it's too late. The snowball's already rolling so fast, and overall, he kind of admitted it, but like, dude, you were called out so many times. You played against it to create more attention. That's the winning 4D chess move. The 4-dimension chess move is to anger everyone so they see your downfall. And they're preying on it. Like how you said, I love the hate. I love all the criticism. You are a genius. It's obvious to me, right? You can hide behind like the caveman Neanderthal character that's super polarizing and pulls people in, but I know you're hyper calculated. You are not hyper calculated and coming clean. You are hyper calculating and diverting, rolling with this. My question to you is, I feel like you should collab with NPMD and let him make you come clean. Face the hammer of karma, face judgment on the biggest channel that called you out. I'll see you in my next video.